So I'm going to be introducing some brief lessons, 5 minutes at a time, on some important subjects if people want to progress in meditation. 4 foundations of mindfulness is insight meditation, and in insight meditation there are very many objects, not just one, as in samatha meditation. This is where my cursor will be pointing now. It will be the first foundation of mindfulness. Like the primary object of meditation to begin with. It's the grosser, denser, more obvious one of the objects to see. I didn't include here when I did this graphic lip, but after practicing at Palo Orcs centres and trying that, I came to find that a good place to start a sequence is actually the lip. So because people's minds are usually quite scattered to begin with, it's actually quite a good primary object. So the targeting the aim of the mind to begin with on the body, I find it actually good to concentrate on the thickness of the upper lip to begin with a slow count, which means a count of counting after the breath has gone out. So you breathe in, you breathe out, and that's focusing on the lip, and then you count 1. You breathe in normally, you breathe out normally, then you count 2, and all that time you've been focused at the lip. So, and then you go just up to 8. So that is a good way to begin the meditation. So you're actually concentrating there on the physical body. It's just the warmth and the sponginess and the thickness of the lip. It's a very simple object, so you can just return to it and let all the scattering mind and distraction be. But it's easy to return back to the lip. That's a slow count, so it's just breathe in, breathe out, 1, breathe in, breathe out, 2, breathe in, breathe out, 3, and so on up to 8, and then just begin again. And you give yourself sort of 2 or 3 of those sequences. So we've watched about 12 breaths. At that time, the form of the nostrils starts to become into awareness. The curves of the nostrils and the cool flowing of the air going up with it inside the nose. This is also a progression, so from the lip, gradually up the caverns of the nose, and we gradually shift the focus from that lip up into the top cavity of the nose, where the nostrils both go very thin, and there are many fine hairs up there that can detect coolness and warmth and are sensitive, for example, when you sneeze. That's the area that gets stimulated then. So we are now still basically in a samatha type of concentration. My reason for doing this is that I find, having viewed many meditators, that just beginning with Vipassana, noting the mind is a bit too scattered and it's difficult to settle down. For people who that's not true for, we're fine, just leave it be, they can carry on their way. This is for people who want to follow this path. My recommendation of doing half a session samatha, half a session Vipassana, so that you actually switch from one practice and switch over to the other one. So we focus first of all on the lip for these 12 breaths, and then gradually we're withdrawing up into the cave of the nose, and up in the top part of the nose we can start to also use a different style of counting. A different style of counting can be quicker. Okay, so that's the first 5 minutes. Please go on to the next session and I will sequentially pass on instructions about how to go from Samatha over to Vipassana, very gradually, step by step.